Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexa Renee, and hello. Wow, if you don't follow me on any of my social media, you're probably wondering where my wig went. I shaved my head. I like it. I wasn't sure if I liked it at first. I think, beauty standards and everything kind of makes shaved heads like this not appealing, but I love it. I am glad I did it. I think everybody in their lifetime should do it like once. It's very empowering. So today's video is entry 2 of Penny for a Thought. I wanted to talk about something that I'm extremely passionate about, and that is the systematic gender roles that have been implemented into society. So there are certain things that make women appealing and certain things that make men appealing, and if you lack those, then based on society's rules, you are not appealing. I think it's extremely toxic. I mean, it's 2020, these things shouldn't matter, but they do because they're so engraved into our society and the way that we behave. It's honestly terrifying that this is still okay. Like, people think that this is still okay. Just a reminder, I'm reading off my phone, so if I'm not looking at the camera directly, that is why. I apologize. Okay, let's just get into this. The role of women had been decided for them by men. Men who will never understand the pain of being a woman. Pain in every sense of the word. Women are supposed to be this and that, but not too much of that, because then she's rude. But if she's too little of that, then she should be taken advantage of. Saying no makes you a prude. Saying yes makes you easy. Men could never be easy. Instead, they get cool and idle. But I'm a broken record, for this has been said a million times before. Men and women aren't equal, not because I don't want us to be, but because men created the rules. They made a system in which women always fail. So I'll fail no matter what. Because my fate has been secured by a man who will never know anything about me. Let's analyze this. Let's talk about this. I think it's extremely important to talk about it. I think there is so much stigma on gender roles and sticking to them. And it's extremely confusing in 2020 because there's a mix of beliefs. Some people believe women belong in the kitchen and others are like, go, be your own independent woman. Obviously, I'm with the second one. I'm all about power to the women. I think it's a confusing time to be a woman. I think it's always been a confusing time. Like I stated, the roles of women have been decided by men. Men decided that you stay in the kitchen. Men decided that your job is to cook and clean and take care of the kids. Those are just ideologies that have been engraved in westernized culture. We see the boom of the 50s and comes the housewife and just her beauty, her perfection, her listening and being obedient. The thing about a woman and being a woman is virtue. I'm to be protected. My virtue is to be protected. Not virtue in a sense of only virginity, but in the sense that women are frail and innocent beings who must be protected. That's what men think. That's what has been groomed into society, that women are this and this alone. So it's extremely hard for women to break the cycle and break the stereotype because it's already been created for them. It's still a fight to have equal pay between men and women. We've never had a female president. We have had so many opportunities and there's never been a female president, not even a vice president. I didn't grow up with a lot of female role models in society, at least female role models who weren't, torn down for being a female. It is so hard to be a woman in today's society. It's like I said, it's confusing because people don't know when to draw the line. And even like stuff like this, like shaving my head, are you kidding me? That would have never passed any time else in history. And I'm happy that I live in a world where I can do it now and it's considered okay, but people still think it's unattractive because it's not what's traditional. And like I said, based on westernized beauty standards, women and being a woman is hard. I don't know any other word to explain it. It's challenging in every sense of the word because if you're a working woman and you go out and you have a job and you're killing it and you get pregnant, you're expected to take time off, you're expected to drop a lot of things to be a mother, but that's not expected from men. They're not held to the same standards. If a man is assertive, he's a boss, he's cool, I want to be like him, he's amazing. But if a woman is assertive, she's rude, and it's an endless cycle because there are always going to be people who believe women should only be in the kitchen, raising the children. It's a struggle, especially now, because like I said in my last video, I'm coming to a point in my life where I'm trying to decide what I want to do with the rest of my life, and some careers are driven by mostly males and some mostly females, and it's tough. That is a big role in my decisions. I want to choose a career that I'll succeed in. It's just difficult. It's difficult. It's a difficult topic to talk about. It's a difficult topic to really analyze, because the roles between women and men aren't so black and white anymore, but there's still always going to be that thing that keeps women in a box. I'd like to bring up the fact that based on anthropology studies, based on human behavior, women have always been made to be pinned against each other. Only one woman can succeed in the friend group. There can only be one girlfriend. There can only be one woman in power. You ask yourself, why? Because men have created a system in which they only allow certain women, a certain amount, a small amount of women to have powerful. Oh, well, we have powerful women. We have 1 figure, 2 figures. How is that helping society? Great. That's amazing for those 2 women. What about the millions of other women who will never have a chance? I won't lie. I'm a catty person. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And I know it's a bad trait, and I'm trying to better myself. But sometimes I have to take a step back and I say, do I not like her because she's annoying, because she's rude, or do I not like her because society has wired me to not like other women who are successful? To not like other women who speak their mind, to not like other women who, in a sense, are better than me. It's difficult, like I said, it's extremely difficult, and it's terrifying, because people don't like to talk about the difficult stuff. People don't like confrontation. It's uncomfortable. They don't like change either. That's why America and the world hasn't changed that much in regards to things such as gender roles and racial stereotypes and things of that sort. People don't like change. At the end of the day, that's what this is about. Because women have come a long way. We can vote, yay! We have somewhat equal opportunities in the job market, and in general, we have a long way to go. We're not done yet. And I think women need to keep fighting. We need to keep going to women's marches and throwing them, and people are like, what are you fighting for? We're fighting to be equal, because it may state that we are in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, but we're not really. Systematically, based on the culture that has been engraved in the American soil, men and women will never be equal. And like I said, not because I don't want us to be. I want equality for everybody. I hope a lot of you do, but it's not up to me. Like I said, my fate was decided by a man a long time ago. I think it's time for us to break the standards and the stereotypes that have been pushed upon us women, and men too. If feminine men are frequently looked down upon, if you're feminine in any sense, because masculinity is this ideology that is praised in westernized culture. So when women are more tough, stay in your box. It's an extremely tough line to walk. It's extremely tough to talk about, but I wanted to talk about it. Thank you for listening to me ramble about men and women and their equality. I'm extremely passionate about this. If you can't tell, I could do a whole podcast, a 3-hour podcast on how I feel about this topic alone. So if you want me to talk about it again, let me know. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again for the support on last week's video. I really love this mini-series. And like I said last week, I have so many thoughts for your pennies. I write 2 or 3 more a day just because I feel like I have so much to talk about. Like last week's video, the poem short excerpt story thing will be in the description down below, along with my social media. So if you're not following me there, follow me there to keep up to date with me when I'm not on YouTube, so you can know exactly the next time I do something crazy to my appearance like this. Okay, note really fast, I just wanted to state Thursdays are my official upload dates. Thursdays at around 6, so turn on those post notifications as well so you can be alerted every time I post a video. Thank you guys again, and I will see you next week.